because we've been seeing a lot of things on in the air war and social media trying to quantify voter sentiment, such as attendance and rallies or engagement on Google Trends and social media. But ultimately, are these credible or even useful ways to measure voter preference going into an election?
I think it's instructive to point out that Google Trends in itself points out that the statistics that they post or the statistics that they give out to the public are not to be confused with polling data. If you look at their FAQ, they explicitly state that this is not to be treated as any indication of how a particular campaign or election is going. For starters, I would go so far as to say that alluding to Google Trends, searches, and social media engagements as barometers of voter preference is lazy thinking. If you consider, for example, let's start with Google searches. A person can be interested in a candidate, but not in particular in a positive way. A person can be searching for information that is against a particular candidate. We do not have any way to distinguish between a search that is a person searching for information for a candidate in hopes of supporting him or her. Now, if we look at social media engagements, I think that people should be disabused of this notion already at this point in time. If you recall, in 2019, didn't Mocha Uson run
The
for
party
a
list?
for a party list position?
Mhm.
She did not win, despite the fact that she had one of the most popular Facebook pages and generated a lot of engagement. The same goes with Dr. Willie Ong. He ran for Senate in 2019, despite having millions of Facebook followers and high engagement rates in the run up to the 2019 elections. And it is also important to note, just like related to my earlier point, that not all types of engagement in social media are positive. If, for example, you consider emoticons, uh, you have, of course, I don't use Facebook, but I'm familiar with some of them. There are thumbs up, there are hearts, and there's that laughing smiley. When you consider that laughing smiley, it's actually open to interpretation. They could be laughing at the candidate, not
It's
with the
actually
candidate.
often used